ladies and gentlemen, and once again, welcome to the tournament game at the Bryan Golden Bears Den. We are playing again tonight in this brand new facility, and it is super nice. So we will get you play-by-play here, starting with the starting lineups for Fairview. We have number 3, Allison Vetter, a 5'9" junior. Number 4, Carly Wendling, a 5'5" sophomore. Number 14, Kendra Schrader, a 5'5" junior. Number 20, Mercedes Wagner, a 6-foot sophomore. Number 23, Katie Kreitz, a 5'10" sophomore. For Hicksville, they will be starting number 2, Caitlin Bergman, 5'11" sophomore. Number 3, Natalie Brisky, 5-foot senior. Number 10, Caitlin Brenny, 5'7" senior. Number 22, Addison Bergman, a 6'1" junior. And number 23, Ashley Peter, a 5'8" senior. Side Fairview is coached by Michelle Wilson, and their record is 11-12. Hicksville is coached by Josh Fries, and the Aces record stands at 17-6. There's a couple things that are involved into this game. Fairview has been without one of their players, Audra Breininger, for several weeks in the season here, and the Aces net, as you've heard, I'm sure by now, has lost Chelsea Taylor, the starter, a couple weeks ago at Wayne Trace, and it's going to be up to the bench people to carry the Aces tonight. The Aces beat Fairview twice during the season, but they had Miss Taylor then, and they are going to be working against all odds tonight.
It is going to be a challenge for them this evening. As we were mentioning, they played the Apaches, I think it was the very first game of the season, and they won comfortably. They played them again as part of the GMC season. That was a little closer margin of victory for them. And, of course, now with Chelsea Taylor out of the lineup, and also Tiffany Mobley, who's not as key a player, but she is one of their better bench players. And she has a pretty good eye from out behind the beyond the three-point arc, but she is not dressed tonight either. So there will be a little bit of a limitation there as well. And as you said, it's tough to beat the same team 3 times. And when they've matched up against you a couple times, they become a little more familiar with you and the way you do things. So again, these are county rivalry teams. They're GMC rivals, and both of these teams want to punch their ticket to go to the district. And so we're anticipating kind of a knockdown drag out here tonight, Jim.
Yeah, it's true. And it has been a long time since the Aces have been at districts.
I was thinking about that earlier. I was trying to remember the last time, and quite honestly, I can't think of the last time that the girls have been to the districts. The boys made the trip a few years back.
I think that the girls you'd have to go back in the late 80s, early 90s.
So it'll be interesting to see how things go tonight. We saw, as Jim mentioned, this is a brand new facility, and it is really beautiful. You can still smell the paint when you come in. But the way this gym is laid out, it gives the illusion of being much bigger, I think, than it actually is. It's a regulation-sized floor. But we saw on Wednesday, Jim, a lot of shots that were too short, we were wondering whether just the space and the brightness were maybe throwing things off and making it seem to some of the players, not just Hicksville players, but all of the players that we watched, make it seem like this is a larger gym and those baskets maybe are a little farther away than they actually are.
Yeah, I was watching that in the first game here tonight, and I thought that the Ayersville girls, their shots were coming up a little bit short, the same way. But Pettisville, they were ripping the three-pointers.
Yeah, the first game had second seed for the entire sectional and the highest seed at this half of the sectional. And Bryan, the Pettisville Lady Blackbirds, took it to Ayersville. And so whoever wins this game will face Pettisville in Archbold at the district next week. And whichever team it is, they're going to have their work cut out for them.
Now, Pettisville had a great game plan for that game. But the Aces get the tip, goes to Brenny. She goes in, misses the shot, gets the rebound, and taken away from her by Kendra Schrader. Schrader gets the ball out to Wendling. Wendling to Schrader.
Working around the perimeter.
Vetter had it. Gave it up to Schrader. Back to Schrader. Inside to Kreitz. Back out. And
long two.
A long two for Vetter. Press is giving Aces a problem already.
And Addie Bergman loses it off her hands out of bounds. This is the first time we've seen the Aces wearing their traveling reds this season. They mostly do the home games, but they're the visitor team on the scoreboard tonight. Fairview launches it from outside, no good.
That was Kreitz, missed the shot.
And out to Brenny.
Off to the races is Brenny, length of the floor, misses the shot, a rebound,
jump ball.
Tied up.
That should go to Fairview.
It was Wendling and Brisky that tied it up, so it'll be Fairview's ball. Down the floor to Schrader. In the corner, back out. Schrader over to Mercedes. It's Mercedes Wagner, their leading scorer.
Yep, she's the big girl that...
Last time they played Hicksville, Mercedes had 20 or 21. If she gets inside, she's 6 foot tall and a sophomore. She gets inside, she knows where it goes.
Yep, and that one last touched by the Lady Apaches, so it'll be Ace's ball.
She averages 14.3 points per game.
And whoa, right in there with Addie Bergman, and another jump ball. That should stay with the Aces.
That's a mistake by Addie, bringing the ball down so that some 5'7" girl can grab it. Out to Ashley Peter. Bring it out on top to Brisky. In the corner, Brenny. No good. And we have Wendling with the ball. Down in the corner to Schrader. Back to Wendling. Three-pointer is no good. Mercedes Wagner with the ball. Back to Wendling.
Backs it out.
And we're going to have a foul.
That might be on Bereni.
Yes.
Yeah. Kate Bereni will pick up her first personal and team foul number 1. It'll be a common foul on the floor, so out of bounds to the Lady Apaches.
Ooh, there was a good play underneath if they'd hit her. Double dribble.
Credit that one to Ashley Peter.
Yes. Into the game we come with Harley Schumann for Brenny. Settle Brenny down. Put her down the floor. Cross court to Harley.
She'll draw the foul.
She is fouled.
Good move to the hoop and draws the contact.
Vetter picks up the foul.
We shoot free throws. Tyler Bennett, our camera person again tonight. We should mention that. Harley gets the first one. Jim Seiler, Bill Murphy calling the action for you here at Bryan High School in this Division IV sectional final game.
Oh, violation, but she made it, so it doesn't matter. Schrader inside the ball, knocked away. Schumann picks it up, gets it over to Brisky, down to Kate Bergman, and she missed the short shot.
Bergman will wish she had that one back.
Yes, she does. Throw the ball away.
And Bergman may get another shot.
Back to Bergman, off the glass, no good. And
Addie takes it away.
Addie took it away from her.
And she'll draw the foul.
Number 3 picks up another one.
Better gets 2 personals hung on her early here in the first quarter. 5:33 left to go in the opening act here.
Addie at the line. Got one. In and out with the second one. Mercedes with the rebound, quickly down the floor. She can handle the ball. Puts it up, misses it, and Addie gets the rebound. Schumann down in the corner to Kate Bergman. Got it back out front to Brisky. Brisky drive, puts it up. It's no good. She got her own rebound underneath the basket.
He's managed to pull that one out.
In the corner to Kate Bergman. Shot no good. Addie Bergman with the rebound, and Mercedes is going to pick up a personal.
That's going to be the matchup to watch underneath there, Jim, on both ends, Addie Bergman and Mercedes Wagner.
Yeah, let's see if Addie can use some of her experience on Mercedes. She didn't at Hicksville.
Nope.
Bergman hits the first and gets another.
Puts the Aces up by 2, 4-2. Bryan getting ready to check back in for Hicksville.
And that one's good.
3 out of 4 for Addie.
Brenny back into the ball game with 5 minutes remaining in the period. Fairview with the ball on the perimeter. Schrader with it. Over to Wendling. Back to Schrader. Mercedes, short jumper. Rebound comes off to Brenny. Brisky to Brenny. Ball lost by free, yeah, or Brenny. Shot by Mercedes is up too high, no good. She's up in the air, and she can jump.
Wrapped away.
You see her arms way up over the top of everybody else.
They're letting him play a little bit underneath the hoop there, and Wagner just not able to get a good grip on the ball and get it under control.
That was impressive how high she went there.
Yeah, she was almost even with the rim of the hoop there. Her hands might have even been above it a couple times.
Brenny inside Bergman, out to Brisky, no good. The rebound, Schrader. Quickly down the floor. Gives it back and throws it away.
That'll be Ace's ball. Number 24, Caitlin Smith, checking in for the Apaches.
When they get into these others, we're going to have to listen.
Yeah, we're going to have to listen close.
Yeah.
They brought pretty much their entire JV squad. We have their names, but we weren't able to get their numbers.
Brenny from the corner, in and out, no good. Wagner with the rebound. Down the corner. Vetter gets it back out to Wendling.
A little bit short.
Wendling over to Wagner. Outside is no good. Brenny with the ball. Addie Bergman drives to the hoop. In and out.
Nice shot, just a little bit off center.
Wendling holding the ball. Cross court to Schrader. Down low it goes to Vetter. Coming back around. Schrader drives. 8-footer, no good. And it's going to be, it's like Fairview ball.
Fairview, yep.
Out front, Wendling in corner to Vetter. Back out to Wendling. Wendling for three. No good. Rebound, Brenny.
Closing in on 2 minutes left in this first quarter.
Brisky with the ball. Over to Schumann. Schumann drives in the lane. 10-footer, and she's going to be fouled. 20. It's Mercedes again.
That's 2 on the big girl.
Probably their 2 best scorers have 2 fouls apiece. It's Vetter and Wagner.
Schumann
In
in and out. She's been a little bit up and down on the free throw line this year.
There's number 34. That's Mueller. She's down at the bottom. They just stepped in again. It's another violation. Free throw shot didn't count.
Brisky will come out. Ashley Peter back in. And Schumann will get a second crack at it here.
There you go.
There you go.
Make them pay for that stepping in there.
She's 3 out of 4.
Yes. Schrader down to Mueller, back out. Schrader with the long shot, in and out. Wagner with the rebound. That was a jump ball being held by Wagner and
Addie Bergman. If she wasn't going to shoot that ball because Addie had her hand right on top of it. And
yep. Mercedes from 17.
There we go.
Good.
She's too good a player, Jim. She's going to get her points.
Oh, yes.
Stolen away.
Mercedes again from 15. It's off the rim, no good. Bergman with the rebound to Brenny.
Oop.
Wow. That was in the 6-foot row up here.
Now, if Harley Schumann had been Dikembe Mutombo, she'd have caught that pass, but
instead she was human.
don't have the 7-footers in the lineup here.
Yeah. Schrader to Mueller.
Oh,
Bergman
rejected.
again blocks a shot.
Minute to go.
Vetter that she blocked.
Nope.
Lose the dang ball again.
And it'll come back the other way. And I think that should stay with Fairview.
Yes, Addie Bergman knocked
Punched
that
it.
one out of bounds.
Schrader into the game for the Lady Aces as Katie Bergman will take a seat and get a breather. And Brisky's going to check in for Bereni.
Shot up and off the rim. Schrader with the ball for Hicksville. Back out to Schrader. Brisky in the corner to Peter. Off the rim. Rebound to Schumann. Addie Bergman out to Schrader. Shot. No good. Schumann rebound. And she's going to get a foul there for the push
off.
Her first, team second.
Hard to believe with all that's been going on. It's only a 6-4 game.
Kind of looking like that first game. Wasn't many points scored yet. Mueller with the ball.
Lady Apache's going to hold for the last shot, see if they can tie
Schrader.
it up. Or maybe
Mercedes
take the lead.
Wagner, it's off the rim, and 22 Hicksville's going to have the foul.
Bergman.
Being over the top.
So Addie Bergman will pick up her first personal. That's team foul number
3.
They've got 4 on the board, but I'm looking at the wrong side. I'm used to looking at the home side.
Mueller with the ball, puts up the runner, and Bergman ends up holding the ball. And at the end of the first period, it is 6-4
Hicksville,
Aces.
yeah. Well, between quarters, we're going to say a big thank you to our tournament basketball broadcast underwriters. First off, a huge thank you to the Hicksville Athletic Boosters, who are underwriting our tournament coverage and helping to send us on the road here to Bryan and who knows, maybe to Archbold next week. So we want to thank Jack Schock and all of the members of the Hicksville Athletic Boosters for their continued support of our Aces broadcasts and tournament time, and also for their support of Aces sporting activities throughout the school year. And thanks also to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford, the Jim Schmidt truck lot. And well, you can check out the entire inventory online at jimschmidtauto.com. Again, their underwriting support makes it possible for us to follow the Aces on the tournament trail. So thanks again to all 3 of our tournament broadcast underwriters, the Hicksville Athletic Boosters, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course, online, jimschmidtauto.com. Well, I'm sure Josh Freese would have liked to score a few more points and have more than a 2-point lead starting off this second quarter.
But it's a lead.
Yep.
Katie Bergman from outside, and ball bounced up on top and then fell through, but did not count.
As soon as it hit the top of the backboard, it was a turnover.
So Schrader with the ball to Wagner. Got Kreitz in the game with number 23. Mueller. Down inside to Kreitz. Coming back around to Wagner. Mueller in the corner. It's too long. Rebound Fairview. And Bergman gets the rebound off that shot.
They're keeping Mercedes Wagner away from Addie Bergman right now, Jim.
And Addie's going to pick up a foul.
Yep, now they'll both have 2 fouls. That'll be team foul number 4.
Mueller with the ball to Schrader. Inside, ball
Knocked
knocked
away.
away. Going to be tied up, jump ball. It's going to be going their way.
Allie Vetter was sitting on that ball basically to make sure nobody else could get it.
Wagner to inbound it. To Schrader. Back to Wagner. Schrader. Wagner. Schrader inside to Kreitz. Back out to Mueller. Drives baseline. Kicks it back to Kreitz, and it's off Brisky. Went through her legs.
Carly Wendling coming back into the game. She'll spell Mueller.
Addie Bergman off the floor. Ashley Peter replacing her. Wendling, Wagner, Wendling shoots for three. Missed everything.
Out of bounds to the Aces.
Is Bergman coming back in already? Schrader will
step out. Yep.
Now Mercedes is working all over Bergman.
Yep, they're keeping her away from Addison on the offensive end.
Right.
But they've got her in there with her for defense.
Wendling to Kreitz. Kreitz out to Wagner. Wendling with the ball. Across to Schrader. No good. Ashley Peter rebound. Brisky quickly up the floor to Brenny. Brenny from three, no good. And it went out of bounds.
The Fairview's ball. 5:15 to go here in this first half.
Comes Kearns in.
Alexis Kearns in for Bergman again. Let's see if the Lady Apaches try to take advantage of Addie Bergman's absence here. Of course, they still have Peter and Katie Bergman to contend with.
If they were going to take advantage of it, they'd be moving Mercedes down lower.
But she's been hanging out on the perimeter for some reason, so.
I think she's going to shoot some threes. Just a little sideline here. The scoring, I told you that Wagner was the leading scorer for Fairview. She averages 14.3. The leading scorer for Hicksville is Addie Bergman with 12.9. And to show you what kind of an athlete Wagner is, she leads them in rebounding with 7.5. She is also their leading steals person because she plays out on the point on defense. And she has long arms, being 6 foot tall, and she gets her hands on a lot of balls out there.
So far tonight, she's been kind of stymied, but she has two of the 4 points. And again, we've been sitting on this 6-4 score for quite a while. We've been playing a lot of basketball, but not a lot of points being scored.
You know, and then what's going to happen will be a whole bunch scored.
Sooner or later, somebody's going to break out, and there'll be a run.
Yes.
Inbounds to Schrader, and we're back underway with Lady Apaches with the ball.
Wendling looking low. Is it the vetter? Kreitz at the high post. Wendling. Schrader or to Wagner, and we have an incidental contact.
Yep, and it'll be a jump ball.
People's feet got tangled up.
Aces ball out of bounds.
Addie Bergman back on the floor. Looks like he may be using the offense-defense thing for Bergman already. Brisky, bad
and there
pass.
you go. You said
Picked up by Brenny.
Yep.
Gives it to Addie Bergman. Goes baseline. It's
Double
no
clutches.
Good. Got it.
There we
Fine.
go. It's 5 now for Addison.
Oh, the official went down and killed the photographer almost.
The photographer is.
Yeah, he's in worse shape than the
that's what I said.
official. He got an ankle, I think.
Yep. The ref popped right back up.
Yes.
Another jump ball.
Kreitz and Ashley Peter on the jump ball. Gonna go over and see if there's any pieces left where he hit him. Wow.
So we've got Kearns and Schumann back on the floor for the Lady Aces.
He wants you to move that bag that's down there in the corner.
Evidently, he wasn't supposed to be where he was.
Evidently, he got hit, didn't he?
Yep. So they weren't telling him to move. We thought they were telling him to move the bag, but I think they were telling him to stay on the other side of that post.
Yeah. Getting safe area. Better Wendling in Wagner coming back. Wendling with the ball to Wagner and to Kreitz. Kreitz loses the ball.
Kearns gets it out of there.
Brisky down the floor to Kate Bergman. We're going to have a timeout. Hicksville.
Yeah, Josh Freese.
30 seconds.
Either seeing something he doesn't like or seeing something that he thinks the girls need to be aware of. And quick 30-second timeout.
Making an adjustment here.
Because the Lady Aces, they've been doing a good job, Jim. I mean, they're moving the ball well, and they've been doing really well on defense, but they just have not been able to get their offense clicking. Neither team has really been able to get things going here offensively.
Yes, neither team has put together anything that amounts to or looks like an offense.
Themselves ready to get back into action here. Schumann gets it into Brisky, and we're underway once again.
Kate Bergman in the corner. Back out to Brisky. Bergman
partially blocked.
Tried to, I think it was intended for Addie, and didn't get there. Looks like the girls, both teams are not settled.
Yeah.
They're like adrenaline is driving them right now.
A little bit giddy about the prospect of maybe going on to the districts. And
Kreitz shot blocked by Bergman. Oh, turn around.
Katie Bergman got the deflection and tossed it down, and it came down behind Ashley Peter, and Peter didn't notice it until it was too late. So it'll be another turnover. So we're down.
You're kidding. They actually called it 3 seconds. How about that? You see that in the first ball game. They were camping out. They had campfires going, and they didn't call anything.
The first ball game, what they were calling was the over and back, because they had one time the gal just stepped on the line and bang, over and back. The Pettisville coach couldn't believe it.
Catch up with it. And
another
knocked
turnover.
away and out of bounds, so it's Fairview ball.
2:10 left in this half. Kearns will come back in for Addison Bergman. Inbounds to Kreitz.
Better. Kreitz comes back to Wendling. Ball knocked away inside.
Another jump ball. Brisky got into it with Schrader. And that'll be the Lady Aces.
Here comes Addie back.
Yeah, I think you're right. It looks like they're alternating Kearns and Addie Bergman. Offense, defense.
Yes. Golly, we're down to 150, and we haven't got 10 points. Either team.
Only 2 points scored in this entire second quarter.
And we have a blocking foul along the baseline. That's number 3. One more time. That gives her 3.
Vetter picks up her third, and that's team foul number 5.
Caitlin Smith's going to replace her. Brisky for 3. Too long. Picked up by Schumann. Brisky down low.
There.
Ashley Peter.
Here's your 10th point, Jim. Thank goodness.
And that was a travel. You know, that was that pass that they were trying to make all night long.
Yep.
You know, later, what was it, the Ayersville game.
Yeah, and they just couldn't get it down there. It kept getting deflected.
Yep.
Brisky hits the deck. And he'll have another foul.
Ooh, it's on Mercedes.
And Wagner picks up personal foul number 3. And that could really change this game around.
Yes.
Mercedes has to sit down.
So Mueller comes in for her.
1 minute exactly before halftime. Aces holding on to a 6-point lead.
Inside, deflected by, is it Schrader? Mueller. So it'll be a Hicksville ball under the hoop. Brisky pulls it out on top. 48 seconds remaining in the quarter.
This looks like what Pettisville did.
Yes.
And they really let the air out a couple times. There was one time in that first game, Pettisville, I think they burned nearly 90 seconds.
And then got a layup.
Yeah, and scored at the right before the buzzer.
Yep.
And the Lady Apaches are not coming out after it.
Yep. Standing in that 3-2 zone. Don't get too excited, girls. You got a lot of time. Schumann off the glass. It's off of Hicksville. 4.7 seconds remaining, and Fairview has the ball. Wendling.
Bounds, and they throw it away.
And that is the end of the first half.
And I think this is probably the lowest scoring first half of a tournament basketball game that I have ever
even of a regular season game. You know, Aces on top of the Fairview Apaches 10-4 as we go to halftime.
And Jim and I will be back, and we'll have all the second half play-by-play coming your way right here on HIX-TV. Welcome back to the Bear Den, the Golden Bear Den, here at the brand spanking new Bryan High School complex. Of course, as you can see, Golden Bears, the NWOAL, and we are really appreciative to Mook Roofer, the AD here and tournament manager, making us feel very welcome, giving us a great broadcast position. Jim Seiler, Bill Murphy calling the action in the sectional final game here in Division 4. Tyler Bennett running the camera for us tonight. And Jim, only 20 seconds before halftime, but I think we can get all the scoring in 20 seconds.
Okay, I'll see if I can do that. For Fairview, Allison Vetter has 2, and Mercedes Wagner has 2, and I think that's all.
That's it, 4 points.
And for Hicksville, let's see. We have Addison Bergman has 5, and we have Ashley Peter with a deuce, and Harley Schumann, 3 for 4 at free throw line for the total of 10.
That's their 10. So I think the lowest scoring tournament game I have ever called, and probably one of the lowest scoring games, period, that we've ever called. 4-10, Aces lead by 6 here at halftime.
Wow.
And we are underway.
Travel by Schrader.
Turn it over. And if you ask me, Jim, I would almost say that both of these teams are more nervous tonight than they were when we watched them play on Wednesday.
I think so. Aces have the ball in the middle. They're using that 3-2 zone, and they drop on Bergman when she gets the ball down low. And then when she's at high, Mercedes gets all over her, deny her the ball. Down low to Addie.
Oh, there we go.
Got it. Seven points for Addison.
For 3.
Wendling missed rebound. Ashley Peter gives it up to Brisky. Brenny down floor in the corner to Kate Bergman. Back out Brisky. Ashley Peter. Ooh. There was that move. It didn't quite work.
Yep, if the defender had moved
Yes.
the other way, Peters would have had 2 points.
Right. Oh.
Tipped out of bounds.
And we have a foul. 23, Ashley Peter picks up the foul.
For the, we should mention too, I guess, for the Lady Apaches, both Wagner and Vetter playing with 3 personal fouls. Addie Bergman has 2. And aside from that, Peter, Schumann, and Bereni with 1 personal apiece.
Yeah, Fairview only had 6 total fouls, and those 2 girls got them all.
The 2 girls that scored the points picked up all the fouls too.
Kreitz to the hoop,
There we
lays it in. Katie Kreitz, her first 2. Pass inside, and we're going to have a hack, and it's Mercedes.
Oh, that's going to be 4 on Wagner.
Wow.
That's going to hurt. She's going to have to come out. We may
Yes,
not see her
she
till the
is.
4th quarter.
Yes, she is. There wasn't any doubt about it. She hacked her on the arm,
Yep.
too.
4 for Wagner. And Caitlin Smith will come in for the Lady Apaches. And that changes the dynamic of this game a bit.
Bergman down low to Ashley Peter. Beautiful pass. Addie Bergman with the 2 points.
Give Peter the assist on that one.
Wright's free throw, or shot was missed from the free throw line. And I think we got the foul on Brisky. Yes. Her first. Wendling to Vetter. Back to Wendling. Cross court. Coming back around. Inside to Kreitz. Runner put up. No
Put
good.
back.
Had better with the putback. And
that's going to be on Bergman. Addison picks up her third.
That's a tough one.
Because she was just standing there.
Yeah. That was a tough one. Allison Vetter at the line.
3 points now for Vetter. 14-7 currently.
And 8. 4 points for Vetter.
Peter.
Oh, nice shot. Ashley Peter off the glass. 4 points for her. Schrader to Kreitz for 3. Off the rim. Wendling chased it down and it was lost, and Brisky picks it up. Down low to Brenny. Got to travel. Mueller coming into the game for Fairview, and Smith will sit down.
And here comes Kearns and Schumann as Addie Bergman and Caitlin Brenny. They'll step out. Looks like the boys varsity team showing up to root the girls on.
In the corner, Vetter out to Wendling and Schrader. Wendling off the rim. Kreitz.
She'll be
and
fouled.
She is fouled. Somebody better be checking them off the glass. 21, that's
Kearns.
Kearns.
Team foul number 4.
Kreitz at the line.
Off the front of the iron.
Micah Schrader and Addie Bergman back into the game for the Aces.
Brisky and Peter will step out.
Yep, missed the second
both.
one.
Kearns grabs the board.
Yeah. Schrader and pass it low. Kearns got it up. And it was one Addie almost got.
She pulled up in time.
Kreitz over to Wendling, over to Mueller. Mueller into the lane, back to Kreitz. Vetter, Wendling over to Schrader. Shoots from outside. It's long.
Schumann with the board. She'll hold it up.
Schrader has it snatched from her.
And credit Addie Bergman. She reached in there and slapped that ball out of bounds. It'll give the Aces a chance to set their defense. Fairview gets the ball back.
That's one thing these substitutions are doing too. Mueller with the ball. Schrader, no good.
Schumann gets it out of there.
Boy, Schumann's active.
Yeah, if she hadn't run into somebody, she was going to go coast to coast. It looked like she grabbed that ball and she was getting ready to go.
Yep, we got an Aces timeout called by Coach Freeze at 2:48 of the third quarter.
Yes,
and
indeed.
the Aces on top, 16-8.
8-point lead, and that'll leave 3 timeouts remaining for the Aces. Again, we'll say a quick thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters for our tournament coverage here at Bryan High School, the sectional final, the Hicksville Athletic Boosters. Our good friend, Jack Schock, he's always there at the Homegate gives us all the updated stats every week. We appreciate that. We appreciate their underwriting support and the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Full 1 minute timeout for Coach Josh Freese. And we were speaking before the game got started that we thought that this game could go anybody either way very easily, Jim. But I have to say that especially with Mercedes Wagner getting in foul trouble early and picking up her 4th foul near the start of this quarter, that really has changed the dynamic. And I think that you might have to be looking a little more favorably on the Lady Aces' chance of advancing to district here at this point. We still have a lot of basketball to play,
Yes,
as we have still just under 3 minutes to go. And we know that Wagner will be coming back into the game at some point.
Katie Bergman
To Addie
rebound.
Bergman.
Addie
There we go.
Bergman got it.
Into double figures now for Addison Bergman.
Mealer down low. Pass back to her. Schrader to Wendling. To Vetter. Inside to Kreitz. Rebound, Ashley Peter. In the corner, Kate Bergman. Kate Bergman in the corner. Schumann going to tie her up.
Dump ball. Good job from Harley Schumann. Possession arrow pointing to Fairview. Nope, I take that back to Hicksville.
Had a chance to put that one right back up. Schumann inside Ashley Peter. Down low. Kate Bergman from the corner.
There we go.
3-pointer.
I think that was Bergman and Peter just trying to get somebody else to score a point here.
It could have been.
(21-8) now. Aces with 1:05.
Oh, they have a steal. And Schumann lays it in.
That makes it 23-8.
Full timeout by Fairview.
Yep. Fairview's seeing the specter of their season ending starting to rise in front of their eyes here, so they need to make some adjustments, and quickly, because the Aces, we were talking before halftime, sooner or later somebody's going to put together a run, and it just so happens that that's the Lady Aces, and they have done just that. They've looked pretty good here in this third quarter, Jim.
Yeah, he changed his offense a little bit and made Addie Bergman a lot more active. She goes high and then she rolls back down low, and that makes a lot of difference on the defense. And the defense doesn't stay with her all the time. And
Well, yeah, that plus, when the rapid ball movement around the perimeter that culminates in that rocket pass going inside and the easy two shot, when that works 2 or 3 times like it did for Josh Freese's and the gals, that is going to have an effect on the defense too, because they're going to need to be, that's one of those things that's going to be in the back of your mind, and that's going to affect the way that the defense is going to work against you a little bit too.
Oh yeah, right. Very true. I think you just have to get yourself to play your game, no matter what the score is. Fairview still has to stay in their game plan, because they're working the ball a lot. They just, they're really hurt not having Mercedes Wagner on it.
Yep.
Mealer has the ball knocked away from her. Boy, Brisky's quick hands.
Yep, Schumann too.
Yes.
They're both. Said now the Lady Aces down to 35 seconds left in this quarter. Time on their side. And they'll let the air out here and see if they can hold it for the final shot.
Coach Freeze standing there shaking his head, yes. Oh, Schumann.
Yep. They're going to give it to you. Go ahead and take it.
Oh, and Schumann gets the foul. Not much doubt about that.
That's only the second foul committed by the Lady Apaches here in this half.
Aces.
That'll be on Mueller.
Mueller got
picked up her first. And team foul number 2. So it'll be on the floor.
19 seconds. Oh, nice pass. Wonderful pass, Brenny. Kate Bergman with 5 points. That was a super pass. Hit her right where you had to. Schrader, baseline, throws it up. Nothing. And that'll be the end of the third quarter, and the Aces 24-8 leaders over the Fairview Apaches.
Yes, indeed, and we'll take some time here between quarters to once again say a big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford, the Jim Schmidt Truck Lot. Again, they've been with us, making it possible for us to bring you Aces basketball throughout the entirety of the season and on the tournament trail as well. We want to thank them so very much and remind you, if you're in the market for a vehicle, brand spanking new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you owe it to yourself to either go online at jimschmidtauto.com or stop by Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick or Jim Schmidt Ford in Hicksville and check out the great selection that they have on the lots. Also, a big thank you to the Hicksville Athletic Boosters, underwriting our tournament coverage as well. We want to thank them so very much for their continued support of Hicksville Aces Athletics and their underwriting assistance to make our on-the-road coverage for tournament basketball for both the boys and the girls possible. The Hicksville Athletic Boosters and the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Well, we saw Mercedes Wagner check in at the scoring desk right away.
Yeah, she's not going to be very aggressive. I do not.
She is going to have to watch herself. Yep. Number 13. I don't have her down. She's one of the
substitutes.
So we'll see if she commits a foul or scores and they call her name.
Right. Kreitz gets it out to Wagner.
She loses the handle.
Kreitz gets it back. Shots blocked by Bergman. Brenny through the hoop. Oh.
Quickly down.
Wagner shot up, no good. And Brisky picks up the loose ball.
Oh, and it's knocked away by Wagner.
Kreitz with the ball. Down low, she hits better. Better has 6 points for Fairview.
Jump ball. That'll go to the Aces.
Kreitz says all that hard work and they get it. We're going 4 across. On the inbound. There goes breakout.
Oh, took too long.
Yep. 5-second count. Got to go to the ball, too. You got to run away from it and go to it.
Ball's kicked, so reset and do it again. Sooner or later, they'll get it inbounds. Somebody will.
Yes. Wendling with the ball to Wagner. Back to Wendling. Inside to Kreitz. Gives up the shot to Vetter. Gets it. 8 points for Vetter.
Yep.
All right. Settle down.
Yep. Full court press. Got to Brisky a little bit there. Caitlin Smith will come in. Then Harley Schumann will come in.
And we're going to have a timeout called by the Aces.
The Lady Apaches instituted a bit of a full court press there, and
yeah, that's a inbounds. That's something that Coach Freeze needs to review right now. How to get where you're going. You know, somebody has to break out and go, but somebody has to come to the ball too. So he will cover that.
Yep, a full 1 minute timeout. Again, the Aces right now leading by 13, 25-12 the score currently. Again, to recap, the Aces have committed 4 team fouls. The Lady Apaches have committed 2. The Aces have 2 timeouts remaining after this one, and there are 3 available for the Apaches. And again, foul trouble. Addison Bergman has 3 personal fouls. She's the only ace that has to be concerned about her foul situation. On the other side, Allison Vetter, who's been the leading scorer for the Lady Apaches tonight, has 3 personals, and Mercedes Wagner has 4.
Now, Kreitz gets it into Wendling. Vetter. Back to Vetter. Wagner goes baseline. Passes to Vetter. Gives it to
Bergman takes it away.
Yeah. See, Wagner didn't go as aggressively to that board there.
And the Lady
Down
Aces
low
are
to Bergman. Got it.
$13 points for Addie now.
And
she takes it away again.
And takes it away right from Wagner's hands. That's frustration.
Yep. So worried about picking up foul number 5 that you don't fight back. And
yeah, see, they got her out there playing on the wing, not even close to being where her size can help.
They'll back it out. They'll take the air out of it again. I think that's going to be Schumann. Yep.
Brenny into the game. Harley will sit down.
They substituted number 13 for number 14, Kendra Schrader.
Ball picked up by Brisky, and we're going to have a foul on Kreitz.
First one on Katie. Team foul number 3 on the Apaches.
Nice. Oh, in and out, but she got it back, and it was tied up.
Jump ball
by Kreitz. Fairview ball. Schrader, Wagner. Shoots from outside, not even close.
Short.
going to be Hicksville ball. That's why Addie didn't.
She didn't worry about it. Yep.
Yeah.
She knew the possession arrow was favoring them, so she just stood there and held on to the ball.
Yep. Let's go, girls.
Aces ball.
Wow.
I wasn't sure how they were going to call that one.
I wasn't either. I thought maybe there would have been a foul involved.
Addie Bergman again draws the foul.
Right with another.
Team foul number 4 now for the Apaches. And Addie Bergman at the line. She was 3 for 4, I think, in the first half. Yep.
Katie Bergman with the board.
Rennie gets it back under control, and timeout called by Coach Josh Brees. As we are under 4 minutes, so we're past the halfway point of this fourth and final quarter. And the Aces will only have one more opportunity to stop the clock for the balance of the game.
There go the Blackbirds flying out.
They've been watching intently,
knowing that the game they played is just like this.
Yep. So they'll have a interesting week as they get ready for next Thursday night.
Yes. And defensive battles, both of them. Gary Brubaker explaining to Freeze something.
Slapped away and out of bounds. Should stay with the Aces.
Katie Bergman to inbound it. Gets it to Addie. Goes in the lane. Off the glass and good.
15 for Addie.
Better. Trites from 3. No good. Addie gets the board. Brenny down the floor. Gives it to Addie. Cross court to Kate. And it's back out on top. They're spreading the floor now.
Yep. I said they're going to let the clock be the 6th man on their squad for a while here.
North Carolina four-corner offense. Then we're going to have a foul. 14 Schrader, first one.
Team 5. Team foul number 5. Peter back into the game for the Lady Aces. Nope. Breakaway.
Schrader gets the hoop.
It's her first points of the night. And they'll lob it into Katie Bergman.
Bad pass. Oh, she
Mercedes
walked.
Wagner takes about 3 extra steps.
Or across. See if they can do it again. Now they got somebody back on defense, so they're not going to go deep.
Get it into Brisky.
14, Schrader with the foul.
It's Kendra's second and team foul number 6. With 2:39 left to go in this game, Aces leading 29-14.
Wow. It's another one of those games where people are going to feel it tomorrow.
Yep. Oh. Rocketed in off the hands and out of bounds. Turnover to the Lady Apaches. Katie Bergman coming out. Harley Schumann back in for Hicksville.
Wagner.
Oops.
Over and back. Wow. I'm telling you, this is what a comedy of errors. Somebody run.
Almost stolen away, but Bereni gets it away from Wagner. Stripped away from Bereni.
Wagner comes up with it.
And she loses it.
Takes it. Afraid that was a double dribble she got away with.
Yep.
Bring it out front. Come across. Schrader picks up another one.
That's 3 on Schrader, and that should send Harley Schumann to the line to shoot 1+1.
Smith and the
number 13.
The infamous number 13.
Yep. They never say what her name is
No.
when she comes in.
In and out, a Schumann, Bergman bucket.
Gets it. 2 points either way, so that's okay.
Yep.
Off the hands of number 13, out of bounds to the Aces with 1:23 left.
I'm sorry, but I think this game is out of hand.
Here comes Addison Bergman coming out, and Liz Schaefer, senior, getting to get some time on the floor here in this sectional final game.
Loaded the ball.
Brisky.
Schumann. Brisky across to Brenny. Out to Brisky. Gets it knocked away. Picks it up, and number
She's
4
fouled.
will get the foul.
That's Wendling picking up her first personal. And Natalie Brisky, a chance to
Score.
get a point or two here. Peter and Bereni coming out of the game. As the crowd shows their appreciation, Schrader and Kearns back in. This is the first one. Rebound goes to Vetter.
In the corner to Vetter. No good. And
Over the back.
Smith gets that one. Caitlin Smith.
And Liz Schaefer going to shoot 1 and 1. With 39.1 seconds left. In comes Kennedy Valena, and also I think Emily Sanders is out there now too, Jim, wearing number 1.
Comes a bunch of Fairview.
34, that's Mueller again, and then number 10 and number 2. That's they're going to get some of their younger girls some tournament experience as well. All right, Liz Schaefer gets a point.
Short.
Didn't hit the rim, so give it to the Apaches.
Smith from 3, no good.
Valena gets the
Valena
board.
gets the rebound. And she gets hacked.
That was Kendall Baker, number 10,
Got it.
getting her first personal foul. Valena misses the front end. But that's number 10, so Kennedy will get 2 shots.
They're not even going to get into 1-1. Got 5.
There
you
she
go.
goes. "19 seconds.
Mueller into the lane. Shot from outside by number 2, and I believe that is Kime. 24. Smith gets a 3.
It'll be too little too late, but that's the ball game.
That is the ball game is right. 33-17. What a score.
And
Coach Freeze put together the perfect game plan.
indeed, they executed it as well as you could possibly want.
You got the aces, have you?
I have the aces, and probably won't take too long to.
I got them.
So on the short end, the Fairview Lady Apaches, their leading scorer was Allison Vetter tonight. Allison had 3 field goals and a couple free throws for 8. After that, a 3-pointer late in the game from Caitlin Smith, and then 2 points each for Kendra Schrader, Mercedes Wagner, and Katie Kreitz. How many points did Mercedes Wagner average per game, Jim?
14-2.
And tonight, 2. So that is what you call an effective.
That was a game plan, I'm
Yep.
sure.
The Aces side, the leading scorer tonight, Addison Bergman. What a night for Addie. She had 2, 4, 6, 8 and
17.
yeah, and 3 free throws for 17 points. 5 points each tonight for Harley Schumann and for Caitlin Bergman. 4 points for Ashley Peter, and then 1 point each for Liz Schaefer and Kennedy Valena. There you have it, 33-17. And Jim, you know, we watched the first game. We haven't talked much about it, but we saw Pettisville put an end to Ayersville's season. And the games are really both very similar.
Yes,
the way they were played, they were low scoring, and the offense that was being used by Pettisville, very similar to what Coach Freese had the girls doing here tonight. So I'm not sure how to look forward to what's going to go on next week at Archbold. Going to have but on the surface, my initial reaction, you're going to have 2 fairly evenly matched teams.
Yes, if they come into the game with matchup game plans like did tonight, you know, that's going to happen.
I would say that Pettisville might have a little bit of a height advantage, but
yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
The free throws were 2 out of 4 for Fairview, and the Aces were 7 of 14.
Yeah, and that, you know, again,
that didn't really make a difference.
No, they were just the difference was, I think, that Addie Bergman was able to get free and get down low
in the second half,
and Mercedes Wagner got 4 fouls and had to sit out the third quarter, and that's when the Aces really put things away.
You know, and not to knock the better girl. She had 8 points, but she had the same problem. You know, 3 fouls in the first half, and she's not going to come out roaring in the third quarter to, have the same thing happen to her.
Well, there's Chelsea Taylor getting some help to go up the ladder, and she's going to cut her piece of that net. She wasn't able to play in either of the tournament games, but she had a large part to play in the record that they had, and them being the 4th seed in this sectional.
Yep.
So nice to see her get some recognition from her teammates. And here comes Addie Bergman, and it's been a while, Jim, since we've been able to sit back and watch the gals enjoy being able to climb that ladder and cut down the net with a sectional victory.
Yes, has really.
And again, hats off to the Lady Aces. A great season. It's not over yet. And Coach Josh Freese just doing a terrific job with the gals in his inaugural year. So just again, a good outing, and again, we'll plan on making arrangements with the district tournament staff as we'll head up to Archbold. That'll be next week on Thursday, which I think is March 2nd.
Yes.
And the Aces and the Pettisville Lady Blackbirds will play, I believe, in the late game.
Yes, it's 8 o'clock.
Yep, so it'll be the late session game on Thursday night. The early game will feature whoever won tonight over in Defiance between Stryker and Edgerton, facing off against the winner of the Antwerp-Holgate game.
Right.
So we'll see who those are going to be, and we'll see whether the Aces...
See if the Cinderella's team can keep it rolling.
Boy, it's been a while since they've been to the district, and I don't... When was the last time the Lady Aces win a district championship and went to the regionals? I don't know if they've ever done it.
They haven't. They haven't, honestly. They have never.
So again, it was a terrific night. We were, like I said, we weren't sure how this game was going to go, and I think Jim and I both a little bit surprised the way the things turned out. We thought it'd be a much more competitive and a much closer game, but we're going to take it. Lady Aces winners tonight, the sectional championship. And again, they'll continue on to the district at Archbold next week. The first district appearance that they've made in a while. We'll have to check in with Jack Schock to see just when the last time was that the Lady Aces were playing in the district level tournament for basketball.
I'm sure I have to go back to 80s or 90.
So we'll see how that goes. But with that, as again the Lady Aces cutting down the net, and they'll get ready to take that and put it in the trophy case back at Hicksville High School. We will wrap things up. Again, we want to say a big thank you to Eric Mook Roofer here at the Bryan High School. He's the AD, the tournament committee manager, and again, we want to thank him so very much for giving us a great space and making us feel very welcome here. It's always a pleasure to come to Bryan, especially this brand new facility, to do some basketball coverage. We've had ourselves a terrific time. And we also want to thank our basketball broadcast underwriters making our coverage possible here on Hicksville Community Television. They are, of course, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. And a big thank you, too, to the Hicksville Athletic Boosters, lending their underwriting support for our tournament basketball coverage for both the boys and the girls as they make their way down the tournament trail. So with that, one more time, final score here tonight in this Division IV sectional final from Bryan, Ohio. It was the Hicksville Lady Aces defeating the Lady Apaches of Fairview 33-17. For Tyler Bennett on the camera and for Jim Seiler, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing you good night and good sports.